this booth at times. You got to pay close attention. Not your normal radio broadcast. Not your normal broadcaster. Enjoy the ride with Mitch. First pitch to Croft. Down and in for a ball. Josh hitting 130 on the season. He's flown out, lined out to the center fielder, Kolstedt. Hard on the ground to the second baseman, Reddick. Croft grounds out 4-3. Hit it right on the screws, but right at the second baseman. Brings Nick McGrew to the plate. Nick grounded out to the third baseman, lined out to the center fielder. Tyler Tognery. Let me give you Tyler's numbers. They're awful good, folks. Young man's done an outstanding job. You're exactly what Tony Repke needed after dropping the first two ball games. Pitch up and into McGrew for a ball. Tognery, through 5 1/3 innings, has allowed just 2 hits, no runs, has walked 1, struck out 4. Has thrown just 79 pitches. His next pitch will be the 80th pitch of the ball game. Pitch continues to toss as that pitch is a ball down in the Bulldog bullpen. Got 2 guys throwing down there. Trying to get a number on both those guys if we could down there. Let's see. There's the 2-0 on the way to McGrew. In for a strike at the knees. (26-17). Caleb Pitts and Sean Cruz throwing in the Phoenix pit. Pitch down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-2-0 for the Scots. 0-2-0 for the Phoenix. Scots have left 3 men on base. The Phoenix 4. Here's the 3-1. In for a strike. Tyler Yorko waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Good at bat. Nick McGrew, 1-out walk. Just a second walk issued by Tognery. Tyler Yorko steps in. Was hit by a pitch. Struck out swinging. 0 for 1 in the ball game. .250 hitter Yorko is. Pitch to Yorko. Yorko swings through it, comes up empty. Here's the 0-1. Punched foul over onto field 2. Mike Melendez waits in the on-deck circle for the Phoenix. Tognery steps off the back of the rubber. Yorko steps out. Waits the 0-2. And Yorko strikes out for the second time in the ball game. Second out here in the inning. Brings Melendez to the plate. Mike struck out looking and just ripped a single to center field in his last at-bat. Mike hitting .267 as we speak. McGrew being held on down there by Sitzman at first base. Melendez, ground ball through the right side. McGrew being stopped down at second base. Consecutive good at-bats in the last 2 at-bats for Mike Melendez. Able to pull that ground ball by a diving second baseman, Logan Reddick. Puts runners at first and second with 2 outs. Brings Ryan Dickinson to the plate. okay, Logan Reddick, when he dove for that ball, blew a belt. So new belt being taken out to the second baseman. Pull into the pitch here and change that belt. Dickinson steps in. Rhino struck out swinging, singled. Single was back in the fifth when the Dogs, or the Phoenix, loaded the bases with nobody out, weren't able to get a run home. Two ground balls to the first baseman where the runner at third was forced out at home. And a third ground out in that inning. Here's the pitch to Dickinson. Fastball down and away. Still no activity in the Scott Pitt. Todd Doreen's game here. As we said, Coach Repke and Coach Holmes said this guy's probably their number one. That ball's hit to center field, but right at the center field, over his head! Kolstedt misjudged that. McGrew's going to score. Melendez is going to score. Dickinson, belly flopper slide into third base. First misplayed ball by Chris Kolstedt in this series. Dickinson hit that ball right on the screws. Kolstedt started in, realized he was in trouble, got over his head. Melendez scores from first. McGrew from second. 3-2 ball game. Plunkett steps in. Attaboy Rhino. 2 RBI triple. Put it at a 1-run ball game. Pitch in for a strike to Plunkett. That ball is probably the hardest hit ball of the ball game by either team. Hit right on the screws by Dickinson. Chopper to the third baseman. Nice diving play. Up throws. Plunkett beats it out. Tie ball game. Infield single by Plunkett to tie the ball game. Nice play right there by Dylan Wooten, the third baseman. Diving, came up. Pluck runs pretty good.